Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So as we all know that today we are going to start rack and pinion type of steering system. And in the previous lecture, we have already completed the roll recirculating ball type steering gear, right? So today, rack and pinion steering system, hydraulic power steering system, hydraulic power steering system, we can say that. And another is a diagnosis that today we will complete in this lecture. So this type of steering system means rack and pinion type of steering system is quickly becoming a most common type of steering on the cars, small trucks and SUVs. કે જ્યારે પણ આનું ઇનોવેશન થયું રેક એન્ડ પિનિયન ટાઈપ ઓફ સ્ટીયરિંગનું ઇનોવેશન થયું ત્યાર પછીથી તરત જ it become the most common type of steering in the cars, light trucks or small trucks and SUVs. કારની અંદર અમુક અમુક સ્મોલ સાઇઝના ટ્રક્સની અંદર અને એસયુવીની અંદર એક કોમન ટાઈપનું સ્ટીયરિંગ થઈ ગયું કે if possible most of the companies of this automobile vehicle they are using rack and pinion type of steering in this type of automobile vehicles like cars, trucks and SUVs, right? So the rack and pinion gear set does two things. The rack and pinion gears set does two things. First, it converts the rotational motion of the steering wheel, which is operated by the driver, into the linear motion needed to turn the vehicle. રેક એન્ડ પિનિયર ગિયરનો સેટ છે એના માટે ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ વસ્તુ એ છે કે ઇટ કન્વર્ટ્સ ધ રોટેશનલ મોશન ઓફ ધ સ્ટીયરિંગ વ્હીલ કે જે ઓપરેટર અથવા તો ડ્રાઈવર જે હેન્ડ વ્હીલ સ્ટીયરિંગ વ્હીલ ઓપરેટ કરે છે એની જે રોટેશનલ મોશન છે એને એ કન્વર્ટ કરશે કેની અંદર તો ઇન્ટુ ધ લિનિયર મોશન નીડેડ ટુ ટર્ન ધ વ્હીલ કે વ્હીલને ટર્ન કરવા માટે જે તમારે લિનિયર મોશનની જરૂર છે એ મોશનમાં એ કન્વર્ટ કરશે rack and pinion gear. It provides a gear reduction making it easier to turn the wheel. કે એની અંદર બીજું એક મિકેનિઝમ રહેલું છે શું તો કે ઇટ પ્રોવાઇડ્સ અ ગિયર રિડક્શન. સો એ ગિયર રિડક્શન જે છે એ શું છે? So with the use of that gear reduction we can make it easier to turn the wheel. કે જેથી કરીને આપણને વ્હીલને ટર્ન કરવા માટે ઇઝી પડશે, એટલું હેવી નહીં લાગે આપણને, રાઈટ? સો આ રેક એન્ડ પિનિયન ગિયર સેટ ઇઝ enclosed in a metal tube. એ જે તમારું રેક એન્ડ પિનિયન ગિયરનો જે સેટ છે એ મેટલ ટ્યુબની અંદર એન્ક્લોઝ થયેલો હોય છે with each end of rack protruding from the tube. A rod called a tie rod connects to each end of the rack. રાઈટ? કે જેનો રોડ છે કે જેને આપણે ટાઈ રોડ તરીકે ઓળખીએ છીએ, it connects to each end of the rack. રેકના એન્ડ સાથે એ કનેક્ટ થયેલું હોય. Pinion gear is attached to the steering shaft. Try to understand. The pinion gear is attached to the steering shaft. When you turn the vehicle, or when you turn the steering wheel, the gear spins. So moving the rack. In the next slide, you can see the figure of this rack and pinion type of steering. So with the use of that, you can easily understand what is the working of rack and pinion type of steering. But try to understand the rod, which is also called the tie rod, that can connect to each end of the rack, and the pinion is or pinion gear is attached to the steering shaft directly, which is also connected with the steering wheel. So when you turn the steering wheel, the gear spins. So moving the rack, the tie rod at each end of the rack connects to the steering arm on the spindle. So your tie rod at each end of the rack connects to the steering arm on the spindle, which is available on the spindle. This is called rack and pinion type of steering. Now you can see the figure. Over here you can see this is a rack and this one is a pinion. This one is a linkage. This one is the steering wheel. This one is the steering shaft. In simple language, આપણે એને ગુટકો કહીએ છીએ, right? So this one is a rack and pinion components, and this one is a rack housing. Over here, steering wheel available. Over here, it is a shaft. This one is a universal joint. This one is a tie rod. This one is a tie rod, and this one is a gutka. This one is a wheel and tires. This one is a roof. This one is a back housing. This one is a pinion gear. Over here, which is actually available over here. This one is a zoomed figure, right? That is like that. So some cars have a variable steering ratio. Some cars have a variable steering ratio, which is used a rack and pinion gear set that has been different tooth pitch number of teeth per inch in the central than it has on the outside. This makes the car respond quickly when starting a turn of the automobile vehicle. The rack is nearer to the center and also reduce effort near the wheels turning limits. So अलग अलग कार ની અંદર સ્ટીયરિંગ રેશિયો અલગ અલગ હોય તો બેઝિસ ઓફ ધેટ રેક એન્ડ પિનિયન ગિયર નો સેટ પણ અલગ અલગ પીચ અને ટૂથ ધરાવતો હોય, means number of teeth per inch. So in the center then it has on the outside. This makes the car respond quickly when starting a turn. The rack is near the center and also reduce the effort near the wheels turning limits, right? So this is like that rack and pinion type of steering mechanism. You can see that the figure of this basic rack and pinion steering. So this one is a tie rod as we seen in this previous slide. This one is a outer rod and this one is a coil spring. This one is a coil spring. This one is a damper. This one is a damper. It is also called as a shock absorber. This one is outer tie rod and this one is a tie rod. This one is a bellows. This is a rack and pinion steering gear over here. Right, this is a socket assemblies and the basic rack and pinion steering mechanism is like that. The front axle, right? You can see that how car steering works. This is a steering wheel, this one is a steering shaft. Over here, this one is a pinion and this one is a rack and pinion steering mechanism. So this rotational motion of the steering wheel that we can easily convert it into the transfer it into the steering staff. Steering staff ni je motion che that we can convert into the pinion, and the rotational motion of this pinion that we can easily transfer as a in the rack. So with the use of that rack, we can easily turn the automobile vehicle because it transferred to the tie rod, and with the use of that, we can easily transfer it to the spindle, and with the use of that, we can easily transfer it to the wheels and tires. Understand? The mechanism of the rack and pinion steering system, it is like that. So directly we can convert the rotational motion of the steering wheel into the linear motion of the rack. Understand? Rack and pinion type of steering system. So pinion gear, it is rotated by the steering wheel and the steering shaft. Its teeth mesh with the teeth of the rack. એની જે ટીથ છે કે ની પિનિયન ની એ ડાયરેક્ટલી કેની સાથે મેચ થતી હોય, રેકના ટીથ સાથે. That's why we can easily convert the rotational motion in the linear motion of the rack. Right? So rack, it is a long steel bar with the teeth along the one section slide sideways. The pinion gears the turns. Understand? This is the rack and pinion. Now you can see the gear housing. It can hold the pinion gear and rack. તમારું જે gear housing છે એ શું કરશે? રેક અને પિનિયન ગિયર ને હોલ્ડ કરવાનું કામ. So tie rod, it connects the rack with the steering knuckles. Tie rod જે છે એ શું કામ કરે છે? Connects the rack with the steering knuckles. Steering knuckles સાથે આપણે રેક ને કનેક્ટ કરે છે કે જે રેક આપણું વ્હીલ્સ એન્ડ ટાયર સુધીનું લિનિયર મોશન લઈ જવા માટે વી હેવ ટુ યુઝ ધ ટાય રોડ. Understand? The mechanism is like that. Over here. So all these type of small equipments or components we are using in the rack and pinion steering mechanism. Right? You can see this one is a steering column. This one is a rotary valve. This one is a fluid lines. This one is a rack. This one is a piston. This one is a pinion. So over here you can see the rack and pinion. From pump it is to reservoir. So part of the rack contains a piston, two fluid ports, one on each side, and the side with the higher pressure pushes the piston to the opposite side for turning the vehicle. So this type of rack and pinion system also we are using for the power steering system also. So with the use of that, we are using a pump, we are using a reservoir, we are using a different fluid lines. So with the use of this piston, we can easily give the linear motion to the rack and pinion mechanism. So with the use of that, we can easily turn the vehicle. So part of the rack contains a pistons. Different two types of fluid ports is there are there. One on each side, X side biju and a BG side biju. The side with the high pressure pushes the piston to the opposite side, and we can turn the vehicle with the use of this basic rack and pinion steering mechanism. Right? You can see the linkage, steering linkages. This one is a steering wheel. It is a driver's seat. This one is a recirculating ball type gearbox. This one is a pitman arm. This one is a tie rod. This one is a track rod. This one is a tie rod. So all both are known as steering arms. Right? So pitman arm transfers the gearbox motion to the steering linkages. And that's why pitman arm is playing to the gearbox, we can say that, right? Central link. It is a central link. Figure is given over here on the right side of the slide. Central link, it is also called a relay rod. Steel bar connects the right and left side of the steering linkage, connects to pitman arm, tie rod, and an ideal arm. Right? This is ideal arm. Idler arm suppose the end of the central link on the passenger side of the vehicle bolts. You can see the bolts over here. Over here. So bolts to the vehicle frame. આ જે છે એ ક્યાં લાગશે સીધું vehicle ની frame સાથે. And it won't will cause excessive steering play. If it on, then will cause excessive steering play. Steering તમારી શું થશે? Play થશે. Tie rod assembly. Two tie rod assemblies are used to fasten the central link of the steering knuckle. Assembly is consists of this linear or inner tie rod and an outer tie rod, and we can say that. And the toe adjustment sleeve, be sure to check the toe setting after replacing the tie rod ends. It is like that. Live figure of this tie rod, it is given over here. So this assembly means tie rod assembly is used to fasten the central link. સેન્ટ્રલ લિંકને ફાસ્ટન કરવા માટે આપણે એનો યુઝ કરીએ છીએ કેની સાથે તો કે સ્ટીયરિંગ નકલ steering knuckle સાથે. So this assembly is consist of inner tie rod and outer tie rod end. So toe adjustment sleeve, as we all know that what is the importance of this or what is the significance of this camber caster and toe in toe out kingpin inclination. So this type of assembly means tie rod assemblies that consist of this inner tie rod, outer tie rod, and toe adjustment sleeve. So with the use of that, we can sure to check the toe setting after the replacing the tie rod ends. So this thing is a very important thing, and this all the different components that we are using in the different steering mechanisms, and with the use of that, we can easily access the wheel alignment, go into out settings, all these things, right? So all the important components of the steering mechanisms. Now, what is the importance of the hydraulic power steering? See, as we all know that જ્યાં પણ હાઇડ્રોલિક વર્ડ આવશે ત્યાં આપણે સિલિન્ડર પિસ્ટન મિકેનિઝમનો યુઝ કરશું વિથ ધ યુઝ ઓફ ધી પ્રેશર ઓફ ધી ઓઇલ or oil pressure we can say that. So hydraulic power steering is the hydraulic system for reducing the steering effect on the vehicle by using the hydraulic pressure. તેની અંદર આપણે હાઇડ્રોલિક પ્રેશરનો યુઝ કરી અને આપણે શું કરશું તો સ્ટીયરિંગ વ્હીલને ઓછો એફર્ટ લગાવવા છતાં પણ ઓટોમોબાઈલ વ્હીકલને ટર્ન કરી શકાય એવું કંઈક સમથિંગ મિકેનિઝમ્સનો યુઝ કરતા હોઈએ છીએ, તેને આપણે પાવર સ્ટીયરિંગ તરીકે યુઝ કરીએ છીએ, પાવર સ્ટીયરિંગ તરીકે ઓળખીએ પણ છીએ. So this type of means hydraulic power system is a hydraulic system for reducing the steering effect on the wheel or vehicle by using the hydraulic pressure to assist in turning the wheels or turning the wheels, right? So it is intended to provide for the easier driving direction control of the car while preserving feedback stabilities, then unambiguities of this trajectory specified. The steering booster is arranged so that should be boost fail and steering will continue to work although the wheel will feel heavier. કે જેની અંદર ઓવરવેટેડ વ્હીકલ અને બીજા પણ ઘણા બધા ઓટોમોબાઈલ વ્હીકલ કે જેની અંદર તમારી કાર સ્ટોપ્ડ છે, તમારું ટ્રક સ્ટોપ્ડ છે, ત્યારે જો તમે હાઇડ્રોલિક પાવર સ્ટીયરિંગનો યુઝ નથી કરતા ત્યારે તમારું વ્હીલ સ્ટીયરિંગ વ્હીલ જે છે એ વધારે પડતું હાર્ડ મીન્સ driver will feel very heavier in the simple steering mechanism, but we are using this type of hydraulic power steering, then with the use of that we can easily reduce the steering effect with the use of the cylinder piston mechanism, the use of the hydraulic pressure, so we can easily assist the turning wheels, and it is intended to provide the easier driving direction which is operated by the automobile driver, right? So this type of hydraulic power steering that is also available in the market, and you can see in the different cars of these different companies, and this type of steering system is also a well-known steering system which is used in this different technology with the different technological advancement, and this type of steering system that is used in this different automobile vehicle, right? The steering booster consists of these following basic elements. કે સ્ટીયરિંગ બૂસ્ટર કન્સિસ્ટની અંદર કેટલી ટાઈપના અલગ અલગ એલિમેન્ટ્સ હોય છે. સ્ટીયર ટોર્ક ડિટેક્ટર, કંટ્રોલ્ડ પ્રેશર ડિસ્ટ્રીબ્યુશન, હાઇડ્રોલિક બૂસ્ટર પંપ, tank with the working fluid means power steering fluid, or connection hoses, अलग अलग एनी पाइप्स एकबीजा साथे जे कनेक्ट होय, right? So these are the important elements of this power steering system or hydraulic power steering system, we can say that. First is a steer torque converter, second one is a controlled pressure distribution, third one is a hydraulic booster pump, fourth one is a tank with the working fluid, or we can say power steering fluid, or connection hoses, different hose pipes. So the working liquid, also called as a hydraulic fluid or oil, we can say that, is the medium by which the pressure is transmitted from one to another, and common working liquids are based on the mineral oils. For pressure restrictions in the pump, there is a restrictive valves that can restrict the oil, or we can say hydraulic fluid. With the use of that particular valve, we can easily control the pressure distributions of this, we can say that restrictive valve. So which is existed on the different cars in the range from 7 to 13 megapascal. કે જે આપણે રિસ્ટ્રિક્ટિવ વાલ્વ યુઝ કરીએ છીએ એ રિસ્ટ્રિક્ટિવ વાલ્વની અંદર 7 થી 13 ની અંદર મેગાપાસ્કલની અંદર કંટ્રોલ થતો હોય છે. એના પછી આપણે જે યુઝ કરીએ છીએ ફ્યુલ, એને આપણે ઓઇલ અથવા તો હાઇડ્રોલિક ફ્યુલ અથવા તો પાવર સ્ટેરિંગ ફ્લુઇડ તરીકે લિક્વિડ તરીકે પણ ઓળખીએ છીએ. That means the working the liquid, also called the hydraulic fluid or oil, is the medium by which the pressure is transmitted, and the common working liquid or common working fluid are based on this mineral oil. So for pressure restriction in the pump, there is a restrictive valve. So you can see the figure or layout of this hydraulic power steering system. So this one is how it works. This one is a steering wheel, this one is a steering shaft, Over here, rotary valve is there. This one is a pump, so with the use of that pump, we can easily restrict the pressure liquid or pressure oil. This one is a pulley, this one is a steering gear, so with the use of that, we can easily transmit the rotary motion to the linear motion to the knuckle of the steering system. Right, so with the use of that, we can easily transmit the power or rotational power, the linear power into the steering wheels and tires. Right, then this one is a fluid reservoir over here. This is a zoomed figure of this hydraulic mechanism. This one is a return hose fitting. This hose pipe is used for the return purpose. This is a valve. This is a rotor. This one is a pressure hose fitting, and this one is a relief valve. So this is the mechanism of this hydraulic power steering system, right? You can see that the power steering normally used when an engine driven pump and a hydraulic system to assist a steering action. So you can see the figure, the tie rod and ball joint is over here, boot is over here. It is not a simple recirculating ball type. It is a hydraulic pressure or hydraulic power steering mechanism. Valve body unit is also over here. You can see that. So with the use of that valve, we can easily control or restrict the hydraulic fluid. This is a steering gearbox. This one is important, and this one is a reservoir. And this mechanism or hydraulic power mechanism, it is very useful in the steering mechanism. So it is very useful to convert the rotary motion into linear motion, and it is very easier to operate for this driver, automobile driver, we can say that. And the major types of powering system is integral piston linkage system, external power steering system, rack and pinion system, integral power piston, and external power piston. આ બધા જ અલગ અલગ ટાઈપના પાવર સ્ટેરિંગની અંદર આપણે હાઇડ્રોલિક પાવર સ્ટેરિંગ યુઝ કરી શકીએ છીએ. And the integral rack and pinion system is the most common type of hydraulic power system or hydraulic power steering system, which is also a very most common or well-known power steering system which is used for the automobile vehicle, right? Now you can see the steering system diagnosis. So steering wheel flash is the most common problem. કે એની અંદર કયા કયા ટાઈપના પ્રોબ્લેમ આવી શકે ને કઈ રીતે ડાયગ્નોસ કરી શકીએ અને કઈ રીતે સોલ્વ કરી શકીએ. Steering wheel play is the most common problem of the steering system. So we should not be able to turn the steering wheel more than 1.5, means 33 mm, without causing movement of the front wheel. આપણે ક્યારેય ફ્રન્ટ વ્હીલની મૂવમેન્ટ વગર 1.5 સ્ટીયરિંગ વ્હીલ આપણે ક્યારેય ટર્ન ન કરી શકીએ જો સ્ટીયરિંગ વ્હીલ પ્લે ઇઝ ધ મોસ્ટ કોમન ટાઈપ્સ ઓફ પ્રોબ્લેમ્સ હોય ત્યારે. So before the setting of these alignments, means toe in, toe out, kingpin, inclination, camber, caster, all these things, so we have to set the steering at the driver's seat, that we have to fix the steering wheel very straight before setting the different alignments, right? So move the wheel side to side should have no play. So it is the part shown above. You can see that what is the important thing is for that particularly. Adjustment sleeve is also over here. Inner tie rod closest to the vehicle center over here. Closest to the wheel, it is also over here. So with the use of that, we can easily move the wheel side to side, should have no play. Understand? Settings of this different component like adjustment sleeve. So with the use of that, we can easily move the vehicle side to side, should have no play. Now hard steering. Steering જો તમને hard લાગવા માંડે ત્યારે steering wheel requires the excessive turning efforts. ક્યારે તમે કહી શકો કે મને હવે સ્ટીયરિંગ હાર્ડ લાગે છે? જ્યારે સ્ટીયરિંગ વ્હીલ રિક્વાયર્સ એક્સેસિવ ટર્નિંગ એફર્ટ, તમારે વધારે પડતું એફર્ટ લગાવવું પડે ત્યારે તમે કહી શકો કે સ્ટીયરિંગ વેરી હાર્ડ છે. તો એમાં શું પ્રોબ્લેમ હોઈ શકે? there should be a low power steering fluid. પાવર સ્ટીયરિંગનું જે ફ્લુઇડ છે એનું પ્રમાણ ઘટી ગયું હોય તો પણ તમને સ્ટીયરિંગ હાર્ડ લાગવા માંડે, અથવા તો પંપ બેલ્ટ બ્રોકન ઓર સ્લિપિંગ. તમારો જે પંપ છે રિસ્ટ્રિક્ટિવ પંપ, એ પંપનો અથવા તો ઓઇલ પંપ આપણે કહીએ છીએ, પાવર સ્ટીયરિંગ ઓઇલ પંપ, એનો બેલ્ટ જે છે એ તૂટી ગયો હોય અથવા તો સ્લીપ થતો હોય, પ્રોપર એ ફરતો ન હોય અથવા તો એ ટોટલી બ્રોકન થઈ ગયો હોય, ત્યારે તમને તમારું સ્ટીયરિંગ હાર્ડ લાગે ઇન ધ પાવર સ્ટીયરિંગ સિસ્ટમ, રાઈટ. સ્ટીયરિંગ સિસ્ટમ નોઇસ. સ્ટીયરિંગ સિસ્ટમમાં અવાજ ક્યારે આવે? આઈધર બેલ્ટ equal is loud screeching sound produced by the worn belt. આપણે ઘણી વાર ચીચી ચીચી ચીચ લીવર આપણે સ્ટીયરિંગ ફેરવીએ ત્યારે અવાજ આવતો હોય છે, રાઈટ. સો બેલ્ટ equal is loud screeching sound produced by the worn belt. તમારો જે worn belt છે એ પણ સ્લેપ થતો હોય, અથવા તો એની અંદર બીજું કોઈ ડસ્ટ કે કોઈ પણ પ્રકારની વસ્તુ આવી ગઈ હોય ત્યારે પણ એ તમારે સ્ક્રીચિંગ કરશે, રાઈટ. Power steering pump noise is usually a loud whine that only occurs when the steering wheel is turned. એ ક્યારે અવાજ કરશે? જ્યારે તમારું સ્ટીયરિંગ વ્હીલ ટર્ન થશે. and the low fluid level and air in the system. એની અંદર કાં તો એર આવી ગઈ હોય અને કાં તો ફ્લુઇડનું લેવલ પણ ઘટી ગયું હોય તો પણ આ ટાઈપનો પ્રશ્ન બનતો હોય છે. એન્ડ ચેક ફ્લુઇડ વિથ એન્જિન ટર્ન ઓફ. હંમેશા તમારે એનું ફ્લુઇડ ચેક કરવું હોય તો એન્જિનને ટર્ન ઓફ કરીને જ એનું ફ્લુઇડ ચેક કરવાનું થાય, રાઈટ. So today it is enough. In the next lecture we will discuss about the different types of wheel alignment system, and with the use of that how can we set the import